Meritocracy is dead. Meritocracy is dead. Murdered with intent. It wasn't faith that voters swore. It was backdoor abuse. Respect means nepotism, trapping in daylight without shame. This is more than a funeral. It is an awakening. We will not grieve in silence. We will not kneel before a system that is rooted from within. We gather not just to remember what was spoken, but to demand what must rise again. Rest in peace, meritocracy. We will fight to resurrect you.
Dear mourners, my fellow victims of corruption, my comrades, I thank each and every one of you who are gathered here today in grief, rage, to rest one who meant the world to us, meritocracy. Aji ama babagan, himanjun itula protesti ahagunase, abnikan ahagane kushi jinai diase. Aji yati amikan jama grado, protest kami nohoi, kulibi amikan la samnere, meritocracy murigilase. Itu mon gurule abnikan sok ahagane kushi jinai diase. Today, we are not just protesting, we are grieving. We are standing here to hold a funeral of meritocracy, a value we were told to believe in since childhood. They told us, work hard, study well, pass exams, and you'll find your place. So we did. We burned the midnight oil. We gave up our youth in pursuit of qualifications, in pursuit of clearing an exam. We have done our graduations, post-graduation, masters, PhDs, postdoc, NET, and we studied day and night, hoping for a fair competition. Some of us holding more degrees than the officials who ignore us, and yet it wasn't enough. Because meritocracy, my dear friends, is dead, slaughtered at the altar of favoritism, and sealed behind the doors where 147 names slipped in not by merit, but by connection and corruption. We are not just angry, we are heartbroken. For 3 days, we have stood outside this very place. We have shouted, we have waited and hoped. And what has the government done to us? Nothing, not a step, not a face, but only lies. Is this the government of the people or the government of the privileged few? Today, if we are performing the last rites for something we held sacred, meritocracy didn't die a natural death. It was murdered by silence, by inaction, by the unjust absorption of 147 contractual employees who were never in the race of fair competition. But remember, this funeral is not surrender. This mourning with a fire beneath. We may bury meritocracy today, but the battle of justice will rise him up, and we will rise with him together. I will read the order of the program. Forever in our hearts, meritocracy died on December 17, 2024. I am who I am today because I know you. Place, Directorate of Higher Education, Order of the Service, Leader, Agitation, Eulogy, Tribute, BHD, NET, Postgraduate, MEd, Aspirants, CESE, Message by Justice, closing him, the world will heal. Now, we will begin with our eulogies. I request PhD, NET, Postgraduate, Graduate, MEd, Aspirants, CESE to kindly pay your tributes one after another. And as they paid the tribute, we can sit. Friends, today I stand before you all not as a PhD, but as a grieving soul mourning for my dear friend Meritocracy. You see, Meritocracy was more than a friend. He was my guiding light in the darkest hours of academia. He walked with me through my restless nights, my sleepless nights, through rejections and criticisms. When I was down and depressed, he whispered strength when my determination weakened, that fairness, and hard work were all worth fighting for. But now, meritocracy is no more, and I don't know what my worth is, what I pursue, what my value is. With meritocracy gone, I see doors closed, opportunities handed to the well-connected. My identity as the highest form of education, which was once honored, meant nothing in my homeland, where money and power were favored more than my knowledge and merit. My spirit is crushed beneath the weight of nepotism and pride. I will never forget the last moments with my friend Meritocracy. He was growing weaker day by day because the very institution in which he was born denied him, betrayed him, and yet a faint glimmer of hope still lingered with him, which carried the dreams and visions of thousands who hoped to make a better world. Little did I know that the eve of December 17, 2024 would be my last moment with him. He was looking towards this very building, a place he once entered with pride and purpose. But that night he looked tired. His eyes were dull, his shoulders heavy under the weight of betrayal. He turned his face and smiled at me, not with joy, but with face and eyes that had given up, as if to say, "This is now your fight." After that night, he was never heard of, he was gone. The very institution that once vowed to honor his principles mercilessly ended his life on December the 17th. Meritocracy may be gone, but his legacy lives on in me. I carry his memory, his teachings, his fire. He will not be forgotten, for I will speak for him in lecture halls, in classrooms, in broken systems that still have a chance to heal. So, dear Meritocracy, rest in power, for I and the people here will continue to fight for you and will continue to carry on your legacy. And I believe you will be reborn in the heart of every aspirant, scholars, leaders present here, and all through the teachers who still believe in merit and truth. Farewell, my friend.
Today, as we gather here to mourn the loss of meritocracy, I stand there not as an exam and a certificate, but as a symbol that has lost its purpose. I am not just a certificate, but for many, I was also a dream. I was a proof that years of hard work mean something. I was meant to open doors to stand as a quiet witness to hard work and perseverance. But today, I feel empty because the truth is, I stand here holding the weight of injustice. I watch students and aspirants pour years of their lives into earning me, working before dawn, studying past midnight, sacrificing time with family and friends. They clung me like I was a promise. But what do I mean now? What am I? When the system that gave birth to me no longer honors fairness, meritocracy. You were the soul behind every mark sheet, every rank, and every result. And now you are gone. And I, this certificate, I sit quietly in folders, drawers, and under mattresses with dreams pressed between my pages, dreams that no longer knows where to go. What do I say to the one who earned me with everything they had, only to be told it wasn't enough? What do I mean now that you, meritocracy, are no longer here to give me value? I wish I could have done more. I wish I could still mean what I used to. Today, meritocracy is no longer with us. Rest well, all friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today at the tragic mourning of Meritocracy's assassination. Meritocracy nakababa mabi ahanay. Hakiledo yate ahine amikang ore takibo. Aji morning, may rasta de hatainde. Uncle Kumba, Auntie Kumba, amiki kwado. Jagina amikang la mon bikhala abi, kobobi share kuribi kobra, itubi share kutise. Itia ami Meritocracy laga sati la nambra. Olok kotakobo. The murder of meritocracy has landed our state from the land of festivals to a land of injustice. Meritocracy, tai lakisa, post-graduation, 2 years post-graduation, kurise tai. Itu time de, tai test holi bi, exams holi bi, assignments holi bi, dissertations holi bi, tai midnight oil, tulai gine. So, pass huine aise. Itu piche de bi tai national eligibility test. Itu bi clear huine thakise. Tai workforce de ahil mon thakise. Hole bi he was deprived of the fair opportunity to seek for public employment. At first, he was suppressed, denied, and finally stepped on the back by corruption. Meritocracy, my friend, became the victim of all this travesties. Oh, meritocracy, your dreams are crushed in the name of loyalty, connections, and money power. Had you been alive today to prove your word, you would have made an impact on the society. Friends, as meritocracy is being robbed from us, let us not forget the lessons he imparted. The talk of making Nagaland a visionary state, a thriving state, when India achieves Viksit Bharat is now a hollow aspiration. But fear not, while meritocracy may have departed, we left behind a legacy to our generation who can no longer be silenced. That justice is inalienable, equality of opportunity is indispensable, and dignity of life is our birthright. We shall not shy from having this. Let this spirit of resistance rise and the cry for justice be heard loud and clear. In remembrance of meritocracy, may your spirit continue to inspire us. Gugnaling, Jai Hind.
December 2024, Department of Higher Education Day, Meritocracy Muri Chaishe. Itu garane aji moi kan sob meritocracy laga naam de funeral loi ase. Bishi sal garane moi emet education system de change anile. Aro aha din laga teachers kange rasta dikhawale sapna thaga manu ba loi thakise. 2 साल B.Ed loa time de na khumai gina lesson plan bana time de duk na pa nishna. Aro bishi manu emet puriwale aise. Hoili bi itiado meritocracy moria karni emet puria manu laga sapna bi asti para muri ase. Kali posong laga teachers ke age loi jawale laga sapna do zinda thakile bi alag sapna bishi meritocracy logot morise. Aji moi yate emet puria manu khan laga sapna dangor sob meritocracy logot rakhi di ase. Meritocracy apni wapas ahya din te do ki jane bishi manu garni diri hoi kini thakibo bi pare. Hoili bi ek din apni wapas ahibole laga akha de aji moi laga khota khatam kori ase. Lok napatak bal ba thakibi de.
So yeah, I am an aspirant and I have spent many years of my life, and I hope that many of the people here can also relate to me as well. I have spent many years of my life with Meritocracy as a dear friend. We have shared many late nights of studying under the metaphorical night lamp, with our blood and tears, with our sweat, and many days of anxieties and worries about our future. Meritocracy was so dear to me because despite all my worries, he would always find a way to show me that there is always honest hope for my future. Today, I mourn the death of everything that I have aspired to be. Honest, hardworking, dedicated, well-principled, and above all, meritorious. We have lost meritocracy in our Department of Higher Education, but I cling to the memories that I shared with them. I have faith that his memories will linger on in other departments of the state that I aspire to be a part of. To aspire is to be hopeful and be ambitious for the future. I aspire for meritocracy to be raised from the dead. I aspire for the future of Nagaland to not die along with meritocracy. Thank you very much.
I did not write any speech because I'm here to speak about my dear friend Meritocracy, how he struggled in his life preparing for exam. He is an aspirant, and today is the day that we are mourning for his death. It saddens my heart to think that Meritocracy has died today. And how he lived his life. Meritocracy was a good friend of mine. He struggled in his life. During his career, he also holds a PhD in chemistry. And he lives with his younger brother. It's not that he does not have a place to live in. He has a place. People question, why do you go and rent a place to stay when you have a place to live in Kohima? But Meritocracy always replies, me and my younger brother, we are going to succeed in life. And this Meritocracy, he struggled. He takes home tuition in the morning, home tuition in the evening, so that he can make out his living expenses. So that during the day, he also takes online coaching. He takes online coaching so that he can update his skills and his education. He is preparing for that CESE. And last year, the whole year, this Meritocracy, my dear friend of mine, he was waiting for his day. He was waiting for this CESE exam. Whole year preparing, taking online coaching, preparing for his exam, and he was waiting for the day. But the day that the news came out that there was no vacancy last year, and he could not appear his CESE exam last year. He is a good aspirant. I should say he is a very sincere and also very focused person, but he could not appear that. But still, he continues to study for his career. He is striving for his future because he wants to succeed in life. And the day that the news came that 147 of them have regularized, he was saddened because of this injustice, because his right to appear the exam has been taken away, and he is lying here today because of the injustice of those higher authorities who have taken his right. He never imagined his life that in his life that he will be crying or fighting for his right to appear exam. But I tell this, my dear friend Meritocracy, that his legacy will live on, and this is not the end. As an aspirant, I also say that this is, from here, we will rise again until we get what we deserve. Meritocracy, your legacy lives on. Thank you to all the individuals who have paid the tribute. Now we will have a message from Mr. Justice.
Today, we are all here. The young, the old, and seemingly overage, and the right-thinking citizens of Nagaland. We are here to mourn the loss of our dear brother, Mr. Meritocracy. Today, in sorrows and in pain, I am here with all of you. Perhaps not the right platform for me to be, and which I've never longed for. We all knew Mr. Meritocracy since we were little, since kindergarten, and our teachers have taught us that we have to work hard and study hard to get to know Mr. Meritocracy closer to each one of us. We have worked hard and labored all throughout the exams and every exams. But on 17th of December 2024, Mr. Meritocracy was taken away from us. A well-being built relationship, standing on the weight of thousands of books and good morals, were torn away from us when the government of Nagaland Department of Higher and Technical Education passed an order that proved all of us here today that Mr. Meritocracy has no longer ground a place in our government. We are here today to grieve the day of all morals and principles which our teachers have taught us. The morals, principles hold no ground when it comes to being regularized as one of the 147 assistant professors. May we remind the 147 individuals that our fight is not against them, but against the system. Adding to that, if this does not stop now, one day your own children may be victims of the very system you helped to perpetuate today. Our fight is not just for us, but for our generations to come later, which include your own children. We are also standing against a system in which a public leader, in that case, Mr. Imna Along, has blatantly resorted to mislead the public. When we refer to the article that has been published by the Eastern Mirror, dated 2nd October 2022, with the title, "No More Backdoor, Side Door, Windows, Only Door Was," says Nagaland Minister. The Minister had publicly advocated for meritocracy and fair recruitment process, assuring to eliminate backdoor appointments and ensure opportunity for educated youth. However, the Minister appointment of the 147 contractual teachers and librarians and attempted to regularize them to this professed values of meritocracy. Today, may we all grieve in this unrest. May we all continue to protest. Mr. Meritocracy may have been taken away from us, but we demand for his return. And I am justice, and I call upon the law, and I call upon the law of this great country, that as I strike the gavel of justice, may God hear the cries of his children, and may God continue to give us hope and faith in times of our grief. May this grave wrong be made right.
Thank you, Mr. Justice, for the powerful message. Now we will rise up to our feet and sing the closing hymn, Heal the World by Michael Jackson. Dear Meritocracy, I will not tell you to rest in peace, but I will tell you to rise up stronger.